Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh review. Tonight I'm going to look at Hasbro's Star Wars Black Series Emperor Palpatine. Not the most exciting of releases, or characters, I know he's the big bad, but for the most part he sits in a throne and throws lightning, disregarding, prequels. But it's a nice piece to have, character to have, I guess I should say. Already looking in the package, I'm not a big fan of soft goods. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do when I open this guy. Standard Black Series packaging. Interestingly, the way he's posed in the package, he looks kind of like a bendy doll. I know he's a figure underneath the soft goods, but just this pose. Bendy figures, this is how they stood in the package. Let's get him open and see what all the fuss is about. Okay, and here he is out of the package. I was just taking pictures, and I feel like, because, I was raised on the original movies, I feel like I'm taking pictures of a decrepit old man. I was, trying to get him in some action poses. It just didn't look right to me, and now I'm going to do a video review on an old man. I feel like there's potential here, and I hate to say it because all this cloth, I don't care for it. At the same time, it's a trade-off. Cloth lets you have more movement while still fiddling around with it the whole time. First off, the hood. The hood is the biggie. It wants to float up above the head, which, by the way, this head, it's the prequel head. Not that we ever saw, Palpatine with his hood off in the original movies, but he has the hair on the back of his head, and it is a different color. It gives me kind of a Dracula vibe, I'm thinking, something. There's shading here, so that's nice. It's up under there. But this hood, you get it around, I feel like it's cut right, but it just doesn't want to stay down. It wants to pop up, float above his head, and it doesn't look right. It has enough, what am I looking for? Looseness to it. I don't care too much that he has hair and all this, and I go more for look on my shelf. I feel like I should glue this down, because once I'm holding it down, it doesn't look that bad. I kind of like it, which I would have to glue this down too, because if it's down on his head, he still has little neck wings here. But in the back, it looks okay. I feel like it should come to a point, and it's kind of smooth. Here's his cane. It's not bad. It's not exciting, but I feel like there should have at least been a lightsaber. Again, that's a prequel thing. What I really would have liked even more would be some force lightning, hand attachments. Now, my other big gripe, this clasp for the front of his robes, it's got a peg sticking back that sticks into the other side of the robe, and it doesn't want to go down. It's too long, so it doesn't sit flush against his chest, so it just kind of pokes out there. It doesn't really lay naturally. Another thing, may have to do that, may have to cut off that peg and then glue this together, since, again, I'm never taking it off. But I'm going to take it off right now and show you what's up under here. And it's just a simple matter of taking the clasp off and sliding it off. Now, what surprises me most is there is a fully articulated Black Series figure under the robes. They could have easily skimped out on articulation here, but it's all there. This plastic robe underneath is fairly soft, and up underneath is fully articulated legs. It even has like a hex pattern, or well, a texture pattern here that they put into the legs, just for that little extra effort. It doesn't look like the legs are reused from anybody, so that's kind of cool. But they just get swallowed up and hidden under this plastic robe. And I know I gripe about the fabric, but then I'm going to gripe about the plastic. The back, the same way. He's just wearing a black bodysuit. Articulation-wise, he has the up and down head on a hinge and a ball. Not very much side to side. Back about there. Forward, it goes pretty far. Hinge and swivel shoulders out and around. He has a bicep cut, turns there. Double elbows. I've noticed on this one, it's a little bit loose, but it holds poses. Now, most of all, his wrists are a hinge and swivel hinge, but it hinges up and down like the lightsaber hands. And both hands do that. I'm not sure why. It's kind of a trigger finger, but it works better as a, old man, crooked pointy finger type thing going on there. Floating ball at the waist, so he gets all kinds of funky movement. Hinge and swivel at the hips. They don't go out too far. They go forward. They go back. He has a thigh swivel. Oh, it's hard with this skirt. Double knees. No swivel down here. He's got a hinge at the ankle, and then the forward-facing pin for rocker ankle. The arms are kind of scrawny, but I feel like if I were to cut this skirt away, it would be kind of a cool ninja type figure. It's like he's pretty good custom fodder up under the big bulky robes. One of the things about the cane, unless you try to hunch him over or something, it doesn't reach the ground. It's a little bit too short. He actually looks a little bit better hunched over. If you want to go kind of with a prequel Palpatine, here he is with Anakin. I feel like this is a good scale. They go together fairly well. Or if you want to go more for a Return of the Jedi type Emperor, here he is with the Bandai model kit Darth Vader. My preferred Vader. I don't even have the Black Series Vader anymore. But again, he looks good. He's supposed to be small, aged, withered. Again, looks good. Overall, I like this guy a lot more than I thought I would. I think my main gripes are fixable. I'm going to glue this hood down. And I know there's been a lot of work, a lot of people talking, this figure sucks. I can't say that. I'm going to glue the hood down, I'm going to fix the clasp, and he'll go on the shelf. The cane still doesn't quite reach the ground, but I'm going to take care of that, I think. See, I think that that'll just look better. Kind of menacing on the shelf. You got to kind of look up under to see his eyes. If the robe is sat right, or if it was attached to his head, that's where I'm going with this. If it were attached to his head, this would work for me. So there you go. I'm probably going to get reamed for it, but I kind of like him. Well, he'll definitely go on the shelf. I don't see myself replacing him. Palpatine doesn't seem like a figure a lot of the overseas companies are going to be doing anytime soon. They seem to be sticking, with the armor characters, not so much the organics yet. I'd like to see that, but until then, I'm gonna stick with this figure. I'm good. So if you like the review, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the Fwoosh. Now going with just the Tauntaun, he's surprisingly light. It's hollow plastic. There's nothing in the tail. It's pretty much hollow all the way across.